Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running, with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle made after a big gain.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warwick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
And now a carry here for the fullback. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Let's go.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game. A chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's McCoy. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here's the second down play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The sure hands. It's McCoy. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking to throw it again. Looking for his back. And it's caught. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Noles trying to cash in here in the red zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And the quarterback keeps it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught quickly. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Ortega. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Just underway, and this home... Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see, the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. This one is out of bounds, and mistake on a simple opening kickoff. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense joins the party with a score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ortega. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Man, that is impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't shy away from getting the ball very next time out, and he delivers with a big gain.
First down and 10 now. Give it to the back again. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Third down after that running play. To the air, it's Smith. Pressure, looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Strong game by this quarterback. And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Razor. 325.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Peterson. The game was enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Here we go. Flex.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Smith. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to settle out and bring the pressure.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here, because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Same tailback, another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here comes the bunch formation. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
2nd and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Offense will keep it on the ground here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Ball handed off. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Jackrabbit. Check. Hold.
Here comes a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Single back. Takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Short pass finds the tight end. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the single back takes the handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the handoff again. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Cowboys looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. Kick is up and no good. Lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing. And the Florida State offense is back onto the field.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Grab behind the line. It's McCoy. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Knowles. It was a foot race and he won it.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Ortega. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. The ball is caught. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. And the Cowboys looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. He's missed it. The extra point is no good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Finds the receiver wide open. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass. It's Smith. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. New set it down for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And the sophomore making an impact play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it away to get us going in the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaking free at the 35. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a 1st down and keep this drive alive. He's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
But the play loses yardage. A very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2.
And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
the double.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
3:25.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try.
Lasso, moves.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking downfield, it's Smith. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the 2nd half of this playoff game.
And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. That's a poor punt. Goes out around the 40. Offense takes over in plus territory. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Peterson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Got it.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Easy. Ready to go.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Lasso.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they were going to come in.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a 1st down for the offense.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Coming up, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. Double right. Ready.
He'll hand it off. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Boy, nice job here by the receiver to be able to pick up this 1st down. I guess the only thing he could have done better was stay in bounds. You got to stay in bounds to be able to keep that clock moving with the lead.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a pretty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. It's a one-possession game they'll elect to go for here on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense cannot be stopped.
What a job by this offense. They work the ball down the field into the end zone to tie this game up. And with under 2 minutes to go, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
They knock through the PAT and claim a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. Looking to pass. It's Smith. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. Second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And that one's picked off. What a play.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The defense just did a great job. Now can this offense put together a drive and ice the game here? They'll run it here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with
the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.